What's up, you guys? Welcome to my April bullet journal update. Today I'm trying a new style. I'm going to be drawing everything live for you on screen. I know a lot of you guys were requesting that, so I hope you guys enjoy. Starting off with my April monthly cover page, I am trying some new drawing techniques. I found this really cool, simple tutorial on how to draw peonies off of the Instagram account bonjournal_. I will link her details down below. And a few quick things before I get started. If you're just getting started on bullet journaling, I highly recommend watching my very first video, my 2017 flip through guide. It is a great starter kit for anyone that just wants to learn the basics. Everything used in today's video will be down below in the description bar in case you guys want to check that out. I'll also include some of my main sources of inspiration along with all the main supplies that I always use. And give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy the series and also like the live drawing style versus my old style. And let's get back to this video. So I am finishing up the main drawing of these peonies. I actually really love the challenge of this drawing. It was actually very therapeutic for me. So of course you guys don't have to do anything this complicated, but the tutorial and her other tutorials on her Instagram page are actually really fun to try. So I just kind of drew all of these all over the page until I filled up all the space. And then I went in with my Prismacolor colored pencils and shaded the leaves and the petals in. So I loved making this. I loved how it turned out. I hope you guys enjoyed it too. Moving on to our monthly log, you guys have been seeing the calendar view for all of my monthly logs, and I'm going to be doing that again for April. I'm actually making these boxes a little bit larger. Each calendar day box is 5 squares across and 6 squares down. I'm pretty much covering the entirety of the page, and I just needed extra space because I'm going to be doing a lot of traveling, had a lot of events going on in April, so I'm just adjusting it to make sure I have enough space. Then for the right hand side of the calendar, I decided to just use the entire vertical space for my events. Again, I have a lot of stuff going on, so I wanted more space to catalog all the things that are going to happen in chronological order. And then for my last remaining open areas, I reserved that last little strip below my calendar just for any type of monthly tasks. I haven't been using it as much as I originally thought, so I'm just going to reduce the space to see if this is really all I need. And then for my final open space, I reserved the area next to my header for a quote last month. I was just really into the drawing this month, so I ended up drawing some more flowers here just to decorate it. And then totally cosmetic, but I felt like my letters didn't pop as much, so I ended up filling in my block letters and then using some cardstock to match my events font to my April title font. So this is the final view of my monthly log. This is very similar to my past few months, but I'm making it a little bit more simple. I got a little sliver in case I have any overarching, monthly tasks. I got a big, large column for all my events that I can list in chronological order. And then I've got my huge calendar so I can kind of organize and visualize all of my dates as I go along the month. Let's go ahead and move along to our monthly trackers. I'm using some of my favorite sticker supplies from INKBYJENG. This is a strip of numbers so that I can easily just slap this down, and I have everything perfectly aligned from April 1st through April 30th. And then I wrote a few of the habits that I'm tracking this month. I'm making it a lot shorter because I am going to be in and out, and I just want to make things a little bit more realistic for myself. And then I like to complete the entire grid with just a ruler and finish out my headers. Then below my habits, I do like to track my moods like I did last month. So I just do a big open rectangle. I draw 5 different levels of like mood, happiness, and then I just put a dot on how I felt that day. And at the very end of the month, I have a nice little line graph to see my moods throughout the month of April. So completely not necessary, just an idea for you guys. Let's go ahead and move into my weekly logs for April. First thing I like to do is always lay out my mini calendar view. I'm using another sticker set from my favorite Etsy shop, INKBYJENG. I like that this looks completely seamless on the paper. It looks like I actually drew it on myself. I then take a pen and highlight the corresponding week so I could see what this weekly log falls within the entirety of the month. And then for this month's first weekly layout, I got inspired by a post from INKBYJENG's Instagram account, and it's a great hybrid of a lot of styles that I liked in the past. So I drew a vertical line 8 boxes from the left hand and the right hand margins of my 2-page spread. This middle section is going to be my boxed dailies, and I'm separating the area into 8 evenly spaced rectangles. The first 7 boxes are going to be for the days of the week, and then that last 8th box is just going to be for like any like weekly notes or just miscellaneous stuff. I then utilized the margin space for a few more categories. I just have like tasks in case I have weekly tasks that aren't as urgent to put in my daily boxes. I've got some like happy moments so I can write down any highlights of my week that I want to remember. And then following a similar theme, I put a reflections area. I've been doing a lot of nighttime journaling. So if there's any lessons learned, I could put that here to reflect on. And then at the very bottom, I have a YouTube tracker. I can either put the videos that I'm going to upload for that week and also just keep track of some of my subscriber counts. And my last box is a future box. I like to summarize all of the open tasks that I need to carry on to the next week right in this area. Final thing for this spread, I'm using a pencil and just drawing a faint line down the middle of each column to help me further organize and separate personal from work tasks. So this is the final overview of my first weekly spread in April. Top left hand in the corner, I've got my little sticker here so I can keep track of where this week falls within the calendar month of April. Then under that, I've got like my feels column. I can write down some of the high points in my week so I don't forget it. I can also write down some of the lessons learned throughout my journaling and my, self-reflection process. And then also keep track of my subscriber count and just some of the videos I did along the week at the very bottom. Then the right hand margin is reserved for more down to business task-oriented items for the week. And then this whole middle area has all the things I love. I like a separation between personal tasks and work tasks. I also like ample amount of space for every single box daily. I will see if this ends up being too crammed, but I'm hoping it doesn't. And then I got that final box for anything miscellaneous that might come up. So I'm excited to test out this new layout. I hope it gives you guys some new ideas. Let's go ahead and quickly review some of the missed out weekly spreads that I did in March. So here's where I left you guys off. As you can see, I've been really enjoying the side-by-side separation of personal and work life. I liked it so much, I did carry it over into the third week of March. I just kind of kept it a little bit more simple, and I think I got a little bit busy, so the tasks look a little bit empty here. I then got tired of doing the same thing 2 weeks in a row, so the fourth week of March, I did kind of like a vertical column side-by-side layout. I did Monday through Friday, and then I stacked Saturday and Sunday on top of each other. I thought it looked really beautiful, but again, I am kind of weird about those skinny columns. I just feel a little bit crammed whenever I'm writing my tasks, and then this bottom area I use for like some social media plannings. And then the final week in March, I went back to those horizontal rows with the separation between personal and work tasks. I do love this a lot, so that's why I kept a pretty similar template for the month of April. I just added those margin areas for more weekly space, so we'll see how that works out. Alright guys, that does it for my April bullet journal update. I didn't get any new supplies this month, but I'm sure I'll have some new ones for you guys next month. Thank you guys so much for all your support. I'll include links to all of my other previous bullet journal updates down below in the description bar in case you guys want to check that out. You'll also find my supplies and an artist mention down below there too. Be sure to follow me at Miss Louie outside of YouTube, and I hope you guys have a fabulous rest of your week. Love you. Bye. Mwah.